Welcome back to the program. So we know that TDS is real. We've seen it throughout the past couple of years. Of course, after this last election, we've seen these people just absolutely lose it, right? Well, we all know about James Carville, right? Carville, whatever his name is. And this guy has TDS so bad, it's beyond stage four. It's absolutely fatal. And more importantly, he's so glad that he has it. He wants more of it. So I'm going to warn you right now on the language, but get ready to get the popcorn out because this is absolutely hysterical.
Look, you fat fuck Trump, if you listen to this, you listen good, because what I'm getting ready to say is what a lot of people in this country speak for, who I speak for. And I speak for a lot of fucking people. You hear me, you fat asshole? This is what we believe. You're right. I got Trump derangement syndrome. I hate the motherfucker. And you know what? I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. I want to hate him more. I pray to God in heaven, God reign the righteous reign of Trump derangement syndrome. Pray for me, Lord. I'm your vessel on this earth. Pray for the people that listen to this. We want more. We want to hate the son of a bitch so much that we can't see straight.
I'm sorry, but that is absolutely hysterical. Oh man, you think we've broken James Carville? Pretty sure we have at this point. Um, what can you say to that? I mean, I literally have watched that video. I don't even know how many times. Probably like 30, 40 times. My wife and I were watching it. It's so hysterical. And the thing is that he wants it more and more and more. This guy's 81 years old, folks. He's no spring chicken. Yelling and screaming like that in front of a camera, that's not going to be good for him for very much longer. So I don't know, man. That's some pretty bad TDS. Anyway, wanted to start with that because I thought that was absolutely hysterical. Now, let's get into some other stuff here. So I haven't really been covering a lot of the Epstein files, mainly because they're coming out. Everyone else has been covering them. Everybody else has been breaking them down. But this was a story right here that I decided that I wanted to cover, and mainly because it pertains to whether or not he killed himself or he was killed. Now, we all know that he was killed. They even said in the Epstein files, like a day before he died, that he was already dead when he wasn't even dead yet, right? So listen to this story. Pretty interesting. Epstein prison guard made a mysterious deposit before the pedophile's supposed suicide. She also Googled Epstein's name just minutes before his body was discovered. Newly released Department of Justice documents raise even more suspicions surrounding the alleged suicide of Jeffrey Epstein back in 2019. As the New York Post reported, Department of Justice records reveal that Tova Noel, one of Epstein's prison guards at the Metropolitan Correctional Facility, not only Googled the pedophile's name just minutes before he was found deceased, but then said and testified that she fell asleep on the job, and when she woke up, she decided to go shopping. She did a shopping spree online instead of even checking on him. Noel Googled latest on Epstein in jail at 5:42 a.m. and then again at 5:52 a.m. So my question is, was somebody telling her, make sure and keep Googling this because we're going to kill him pretty soon? Then that was again less than 40 minutes later, her colleague, Correctional Officer Michael Thomas, found the disgraced financier dead in his jail cell, quote, by hanging, right, at 6:30 a.m., according to the FBI's record on Noel's internet search history that night. Earlier in that shift, Noel, 37 years old, shopped for furniture online and said that she fell asleep on the job instead of making sure that the mandated checks on Epstein every 30 minutes actually took place, while Thomas perused and looked at different types of motorcycles to purchase, according to prosecutors. The FBI highlighted the eerie internet searches in its 66-page forensic examination of the Bureau of Prisons desktop computers, of which Noel and Thomas were a part of. It was the only search that they highlighted. Noel, who previously admitted to falsifying her own records after Epstein died, escaped charges thanks to another left-wing radical extremist judge, and then lied about it and said that she never even Googled Epstein. Well, now we know because the Epstein files are showing her Google searches. Okay? She said at the time, "I don't remember doing that," she told the FBI. She also said that FBI records were, quote, "not accurate," and stated that she did not recall looking him up, which of course she did. Noel also made a mysterious $5,000 deposit 10 days before Epstein's death. This was after other suspicious cash deposits also started to appear in her bank account. But the Department of Justice, for whatever reason, looked the other way and never even asked about it or investigated it. Meanwhile, Chase Bank flagged cash deposits in Noel's bank accounts in a suspicious activity report, a SAR, to the FBI in November of 2019, another file from the Department of Justice revealed. A total of 12 deposits began in April of 2018 and culminated in the largest deposit for $5,000 on July 30th, 2019, which was only weeks before he quote-unquote killed himself. The files only contain Noel's bank's records beginning in December of 2018. They show 7 cash deposits totaling $11,880. Noel started working at the Special Housing Unit, right, the SHU, where Epstein was being held, beginning on July 7th, 2019, just weeks before his death. So I think it was, August 10th or 8th or whatever it was, 2019. She starts working 1 month before. So the question is, who hired her? And did she know what was going to be happening? Obviously, because she was getting paid to keep her mouth shut or to look the other way and peruse and shop online instead of keeping an eye on Epstein so that they could go in there and take care of the dirty deed. That's what at least it sounds like to me. The files also contain Noel's bank records beginning in December 18. They show the cash deposits, beginning in July. Noel also drove a $62,000 2019 Land Rover and wasn't asked about how she paid for it, and she bought it with cash, apparently. And again, they never asked her about it. On another interesting note, an internal FBI briefing that was also uncovered in the Department of Justice's files revealed that the agency believed that Noel was, quote, that orange flash that we see in the Epstein videos, moving towards Epstein's cell the night that he allegedly hung himself. At approximately 10:40 p.m., a correctional officer, believed to be Tova Noel, carried linen or inmate clothing up to the L tier. That last time any correctional officer approached the only entrance to the SHU. Noel, of course, denied carrying any linens or clothing for Epstein's cell. Adding a bit more intrigue, Noel has also since been sued in Westchester County Supreme Court for allegedly assaulting one of her current workers at her job as a medical office assistant at the Montefiore Einstein Advanced Care Center. So to me, this sounds like, if you're going to put this all together, that they knew they were going to kill him. They knew that they arrested him. Once they arrested him, they realized, okay, we can't let this go to trial. It's no way. We have to pretend it's going to go to trial. We have to get Berman up there, appointed by Clinton, and say, yeah, we got Epstein and we're going to hold him accountable and we're going to throw him in jail. And that was never the plan here. The plan was, this guy knows too much. He's got too much blackmail on all of us Democrats, so we're going to kill him. And so they put him in the SHU, and then they devised their plan. How are we going to kill him? Who's going to kill him? Well, that we don't know yet, but we know he was killed. It's not even a question anymore, okay? And clearly, they obviously worked with the people at the SHU and at the Metropolitan Correction Center, because now the emails are showing the cover up. Now, also, there was another female warden at the time who used to work for none other than Eric Holder. So the deep state was involved throughout the entire process. I covered that back in 2019 when everything was going on. Now, if you remember, Dr. Michael Baden, one of the greatest forensic examiners in history, said there's no way he was hung because of the way that the bones, the hyoid bones, were broken in his neck. It had to have been strangulation. There's no other way to explain it. And he explained that if he was indeed hung, which of course he was not, it's impossible. So they put something around his neck, strangled him out, and then they made it look like that he hung himself. Okay? That's what I'm telling you, and I am absolutely 100% sure of that's what happened to him. Because they couldn't let this come out. They couldn't let what's going on right now come out. And it is coming out, obviously. But again, 75%, like I said, and I predicted, would be all Democrats, 25% Republicans. That's exactly what we are seeing. So I know what you're asking, because I'm asking the same thing. Is anyone ever going to be held accountable? I don't know. I have no idea. All I'm doing is reporting it all to you, and we'll see what happens. Those are my thoughts. What are yours? Put them down in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.